Skull and welcome my friends, I'm Horath and we are playing Expeditions Viking. We're playing on insane difficulty as Thorgrim Ragnarsson. Welcome back. We have just been into the woods south of Perth to get the antidote or the remedy for the Hellsod curse illness that Nefja's sister has. So I think that is good. We actually got the antidote. We had one of the children of the tribe that didn't want to give us the antidote willingly. Burned to death, burned to a crisp because the child actually ran away. I was trying to keep them alive, but they really didn't want to do it. So, I mean, I guess that's just how it goes. I can't really help them then. And now we're just gonna go back to Perth. Question is, which route do I take? Which route do I take? Forest campsite? I mean, I could just camp over here, but we're kind of there. Let's just go for this one. I think we're just going to go for this one. And then we'll move into Perth and travel home. Because Kettle still is ill. Oh, a light broadsacks. Could actually pull that apart. You still have your very bad knife? Nah, let's just pull it all apart. It's fine. Do we get any ability points? Not really. Not a lot, at least. I need another 9 points to be able to get to the next rank of leadership. You still need 1 point to get to the next rank. That's pretty good. We're getting there. So let's just use this one. Let's just use that forest campsite. And let's hope that Kettle doesn't get worse. That would be good. People are hungry. Just eat a loaf of bread, people. When you're moving. Just pull it out of your pocket and stuff it in your mouth. I heard that's possible. Righty. So, you're healing Kettle. Do we have to heal him more? No. Okay, so that's good then. Okay, I live with that. And then let's have Ole actually make something else. I'm still not happy with the Danish that I have, so I want to actually make another one. I mean, the increased crit chance is okay-ish, but yeah. Okay, so let's do that. That's going to cost us 45. We still have 50, which means that I could actually try and craft a better sword, maybe. That allows us to, yeah, 40. Can still try if we can't get a sword that actually has some positive modifiers. Currently, Aslifer is only wielding one that is just neutral. It's just a normal sword, but we have a 100% chance of actually crafting something good. And then let's repair stuff, because stuff has actually broken down. Let's do this. Repair selected. Yeah, that's fine. Alrighty, anything else? 2 meat will spoil, so eat the meat first, please. And 2 herdmen are assigned tasks that yield no result. Who's that? Oh yeah, Kettle. He has the light infection. Not much I can do with him, so I'm just gonna leave him then. Rasko, you could do for some witchcraft. Oh, we don't have a lot of herbs now. That's interesting. We only have 12 herbs. Guess I should buy some more at home. Oh, right, yeah. No, I have an unbreakable crucible steel sword. And a cursed crucible steel Dane axe. Why do you keep making cursed stuff, Ole? Why? Come on, dude. Okay, we're done with the palisade, so we're now at 90 military power. That's pretty good. Let's go for the last of the palisades. Just 3 days. Let's push that. That leaves us at 96 power. I think we need to reach 100 for something significant to happen. Let's just hope that we find a way to buff that up with events or stuff. Yeah, another cursed Danax. That's crap. Yeah, you're gonna have that. The unbreakable sword. That's actually something. I like it. Let's break down that helmet. And that's about it. I mean, we're still wasting salvage, but on the other hand, it's not all bad. Some wood, an acid pot. Oh yeah, that's what I wanted to do during camping. Well, we have to camp anyways. So let's just take the usual suspects. We're gonna go to the boat, and then we're gonna bring the antidote back to Skjern. I'm wasting a little bit of time moving back and forth, but I think we're doing pretty well, so I'm not too worried.
I think I could live in a place like this. There's a sense of safety here. I think it would be a good place to raise children.
Really? So where are we? Alright, there's the Mjolnir. I've always been calling my ships Mjolnir in Mountain Blade Warband Viking Conquest as well. I think I named my ships Mjolnir, Hugin, Munin, and I think Freya. Which I think might make more sense. I think ships are always named after females. But I just couldn't resist. I like the name Mjolnir for a ship. Because it's like you can't touch it if you're not worthy. Homestead palisades have been completed. Okay, yeah, let's enter. So now we're at the apex of our military power that we can get through building. Is the long and short of it, I think. So now we got to build something else. I don't think I quite have the valuables to build the farmstead improvement. That's not a thing. I could go for the herbal glades though, gaining more herbs. It's not a bad idea. Could also go for the roads, like gaining some more prosperity. I think I'm going to build that last though. Let's just go for this. 5 days for the herbal glade. Yeah, we're actually only 1, 2, 3 upgrades away from actually having a fully upgraded homestead. I'm pretty proud of myself. That wasn't easy. Although you gotta say that I've been looting like a maniac. Okay, deliver the Hellsword Cure back to Skjern. Alright, where though? Guess I'm just gonna bring it to Nefja. Alright, let's see if it works. As soon as you landed, Nefja flew off the ship in a hurry to deliver the cure. When you catch up with her, she and Björglis are helping her sister drink. Come on, take your time. Careful not to spill anything. Is everything well? Nefja stands up and brushes her hands on her tunic. She looks worried. We've done everything we can. All we can do now is wait. I thank you enough for helping me. I can't thank you enough for helping me with all this. I don't know what I would have done for you. Anything for a friend. She gives your hand a friendly squeeze before turning her attention back to the patient. Well, we're not exactly friends. I thought we were lovers. Maybe I should have gone for Rosqua instead. I guess they gotta write these interactions in a way that doesn't presume if you're actually her lover or just her friend. Makes sense, I guess. Alright, do I need anything else in here? I don't think so. I think I got everything that I need. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think that's alright. Oh yeah, the palisades. They actually look really impressive, especially at the gates. I mean, we don't have a gate over here, which is kind of odd. I would build a gate on this side. Yeah, that looks amazing. Very nice, I gotta say. You wouldn't really want to attack this place without a very big force. Good. That's what we were going for. That's why I spent all those resources. Chop chop. So now we're gonna go back to Britain, and we're gonna try to find that druid, that ancient druid. That's what we need. So let's leave Denmark. Leave it. I mean, is that just at an end? The Hellsword Curse and everything? Did I get any skill points? I did not. So all that time, I mean, it wasn't for nothing because I gotta look out for my own people. Which is actually a lot of work, that sister of Nefia's. He's making me waste time. Like there's no tomorrow. Alright, let's take everyone. And we really gotta move on. Come on. Chop, chop, chop. Alright, we're here at night. Doesn't really make a difference. Gotta travel northward. I think the king said that people wouldn't really talk with him because he's a Christian. Running out of time. Alright, so let's just travel up northward. And people are starving again. Just eat something. Okay, we're only getting... Yeah. High food, normal shelter, high security. Crap, I really don't want to fight now. But I guess I have to. I guess I have no choice. I don't want to go in there with people hungry and all that, so let's go. I'll try to make it quick. As quick as possible. Yeah, I'm down in terms of hit points because stuff doesn't get applied. But oh well. I can actually heal myself here. I'm not sure if that's the best course of action. We only have 4 enemies. Yeah, we really don't need that actually. A hunter, a cleric, and another cleric. Well, I don't care about I don't care about injuries either, I think. Right, let's charge. Okay, that was all absorbed by the shield, which is annoying. To say the least. Bring you up, you got a shield. Aslifer, bring you up, you got a shield. You're gonna go for the demoralize, so that they can't really use their archers effectively. We're gonna have Nefia come up behind Aslifer. And then Kettle. Oh yeah, that's half cover over here. I like that. Switch it. I can attack this guy. Let's do it.
Couple more hits like that, and I've earned a runestone.
Nice. All right. Let's just bring him up. It's fine. Oh, I guess I can still take him out with the stone throw. No. Okay. Yeah. That would have been way too nice. Let's do something like this, though. Right, let's end the turn. We're just gonna run up, heal the dude, because that's what... Oh, yeah, we're getting an attack of opportunity in, but it's not really helping because he only has the stupid knife. Guess I gotta make him another axe. And he's running away. Chicken. Walk. Okay, yeah, that did absolutely nothing for you, you fools. So we got our Slifer. Doesn't help. Doesn't help. Let's go for the heavy swing. I think we can pull that off. Yeah. Just not managed to kill them here. How's my hit chance? 5% chance to hit. That might as well not exist. Switch you. Yeah, I can actually do a fair amount of damage to this guy as well. I think I know what we do. We hurt you. Now we got Kettle. Yeah, we don't really have any proper range here. I could go for this though. Let's see what it does. Okay, great. Not really anything. Let's go for the 1-2 then. Come on, 1. Two. Yep, that's good. Let's bring him up as well. And now what I can do is, I guess I could just charge the archer. It's not quite enough, actually. Let's throw the stone. And he resisted the harried. Shame, really. Well then, let's go for this. He doesn't have an attack of opportunity because he's a bowman, so let's bring you up. And then we still got Rosqua, who's not gonna do anything. Fine. Come on, attack me. Come at me, bro. 49 damage, that's a lot. But since we have the 1-2 again, let's just make use of that and be done with it. Or not. Fine, fine, I live with it. So that did something good. Right, do we have to heal anyone? Not really. We could go for 1 turn of witchcraft, but that's about it. That's all what we can do. Let's send her out to hunt then. Just hunt a little bit. Because we could use more food and more rations. Not really. Oh yeah, right. I know why we're having that many problems. Because our best hunter was actually hurt for a while. Gonna let you sleep. I'm pretty sure that you have the heavy sleeper perk. Yeah, you do. Okay, that's fine then. That's totally fine. Things are looking good. Ole, you're gonna try to actually build a proper Dane axe this time. Come on! I know you can do it. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Go for it. And then, who is my tinkerer? No, no. Yeah, you're the tinkerer. I'm not sure why I made you the tinkerer, but oh well. I don't need the tips. What I want is I want some numbing tinctures. So make a numbing tincture. We're actually gotta go on the guarding here. We're not doing too well in terms of guarding. Could I have you guard as well? I think that's fine. I want some more numbing tinctures. Tinker, another one. That's kind of difficult to actually make up for her not guarding. You're gonna sleep here and you're gonna guard over here. Aule, you gotta guard. I think you gotta repair. No, no, the knife is actually not interesting enough for this kind of thing. Okay, guard, guard. That's fine. And eat the meat first. Chop chop, guys. Come on, make a proper Dane axe this time. Oh, another cursed Crucible Steel Dane axe. I'm gonna... At some point I'm just gonna kill Ole, actually. Or Ole. Why? Why? I guess I just gotta kill him. Maybe the gods are angry because he's such a bad smith. I'm just gonna pull it apart again. Alright, well. I mean, maybe the gods hate me. Maybe they are unhappy that that child burned to death. But I had nothing to do with that.
Do you see the reflection? I wonder... If you come here on a certain day, when the tide is just right, would you be able to cross over?
To the other side of the reflection? That's an interesting thought. Kinda creepy as well. Oh yeah, and that is the super loud music again. Tell you what, I'm just gonna bring down the sound in my recording program itself. I'm gonna pull that down to, let's say, 20%. Or maybe even 14% or something. For some reason, this specific type of music does not react to the sound setting of the game at all. It's just always super loud. Which is kind of annoying. I'm gonna bring my sound down here as well. Let's get out of here before the fighting starts. Okay. Interesting. That's not a very big map. That's basically only this this thing over there. Okay. Look at this one. What did you say? You can have it if you kiss me. Ah, no. Keep it then. Not on the mouth. You're gross. Alright. Okay, she's greeting me. Guess that's fine. Hello. Oh, there's a Kern. Your parents wouldn't allow it. Oh, who gives a toss what they'd allow? Just do what your heart tells you. What sort of man would I be to steal you away without your father's approval? The kind of man who'd stick his hand up my skirt in the middle of a religious ceremony. Oh, would you take this seriously? We just came out here to enjoy the sunset, you nit. Can we not talk about my parents again? I'm sorry. Yeah, alright, people are having their various problems. That's Seahenge Feather Charm, 10% damage versus beasts. We're not fighting beasts all that often. I mean, we got the odd hound or something, but other than that, not that many beasts in the game. A single one of the poles seems to deliberately face the other way. Okay. So let's have a talk with that woman over here, I guess. An older woman catches your attention. She's clad in plain garb, yet possessed of a regal bearing. As you enter the ring of logs, she's counseling a young couple in how to conceive children, but as soon as you step through the opening, all eyes are upon you. Viking, we bid you welcome, despite the ravaging of your kinsmen. If you've come for gold or glory, I assure you we have neither. Answer my questions correctly, and perhaps I'll let you keep your meager belongings. She bows her head deferentially, but manages to keep calm. What do you wish to know? Your king has sent us as I mean, they said they would be suspicious of him. Still, I guess I gotta use their king instead of my own name. Our druid? If only we had one, perhaps our faith would be stronger. Then again, we've all been challenged plenty on our faith these past few years. We were told you would know where the whereabouts of the last druid are. You don't know the man we mean? Her eyes flicker for a moment. If she hadn't been addressing us, Lifer, you might not have noticed. But it has all the hallmarks of a tell. The priestess is lying. No, I'm sorry. I don't think I can be of any help. Can tell you now more than you're letting on. Can tell you no more than you're letting on. Might a donation to your congregation convince you of our good intentions? Man, that music is loud. Gotta turn down my own stuff. Holy crap. Gonna turn it down further. It's kind of a weird thing. I mean, it would only be really annoying if you're recording the game. But yeah. Super loud music. I'm not here to spend money in Britain. I'm here to make money. I mean, this seems kind of crazy. Kill the congregation one by one until they relent. But I also don't have any money. I have like 96 valuables or something, and I need results. We can't waste any more time. What's two more people? What's two more people? At this point, I think Thorgrim is pretty hardened. I don't think he really cares anymore about dead people that don't belong to his own tribe. She could just stop lying. I know you're lying. Tell us where the druid is or we kill your congregation one by one until you relent. A look of alarm brings alertness to the old priestess' face. I don't believe you'd be so cruel. It's actually really cruel. These guys, oh, come on. Oh. Yeah. It's tough. Being a Viking ain't kid stuff. We're gonna kill the young man. And you clearly don't know my people. Oh, really though? Yeah, no more time for fucking around. Sorry, that's how it goes. She could have just answered me. That's how it goes. The man's young wife screams in horror as her husband dies. The priestess pulls her into a hug and tries to shield her eyes. You're a monster! I will never help you! The other people caught inside the log circle try to edge their way towards the exit, but your herdman blocked the way. I didn't want to do this. If you wanted to stop, tell me what I want to know. I cannot betray the druid. I will not. You're forcing my hand. Now I'm gonna kill the young woman as well. Holy crap, that escalated quickly. How about it now? You pull the young woman out of the protective arms of the priestess and butcher her with practiced efficiency. The old woman falls to her knees in front of you, openly weeping into her hands. You become aware of the silence that has fallen over the area. Okay, Ave has lost morale. Reputation with Picts and Gals has dropped quite a bit. Yeah, I guess that should happen. The gentle surf is clearly audible through the log wall, and all chatter from the congregation has ceased. Outside the log circle, the bravest of them have gathered, watching the proceedings with shock and awe. You turn your attention back to the old woman. Your stubbornness caused this. Tell me what I need to know and no one else gets hurt. Through sobs and sniffles, an answer emerges. The Highlands! He lives in the Highlands, at the mouth of a ravine. I'll give you directions, just please stop. If you'd only told me right away, these two young people would still be alive. Think about that. The crying of the old woman follows you as you leave the sea henge. Around you, those Picts who haven't already fled watch you with impotent anger. Just as a tip, I mean, I'm sorry I had to kill these guys, but just as a tip, do what the big dude with the big axe says. You can't do nothing to me, the gods will protect me. Or something like that. Alright, so where's that thing? I'm gonna go into the quests, Wisdom of the Ancients. Travel to the mouth of the ravine in the highlands. Over here. Alright then. Lush wooded ravine in the lowlands of Pictavia. I don't think that Thorgrim, the freshly anointed thegn, would have done that. But Thorgrim, the dude that's out for fighting for his own tribe, is definitely doing this kind of thing. Even though I feel really bad. I actually did not expect that character to turn out that crazy. Okay, we have no height, so we can't build that thing. Guess I just gotta build the roads then. I have no thralls anymore, but that's fine. We're basically in the last stretches. Still need 15 heights. That's actually a lot, but we'll get there. But yeah, this character has turned out to be a lot more aggressive than other characters, than I was originally planning him to be. Guess I should not have gone with the sense, because we're not using the sense all that much anymore in Britain. Right, yeah, Keter is mutinous. He's really unhappy about my aggressive ways. Right, okay. Ole, about that Danax, we're gonna try that again. Although I'm expecting it to be another cursed Danax. To be quite honest, what else can he make? Alrighty, alrighty. 16 meat will spoil. Yeah, we definitely gotta set you to preserve stuff. We're gonna eat meat first. Where are you? Hallie. Yeah, I've got to set you to guard. Before I forget, I'm actually going to give myself those 2 numbing tinctures that I created. Hopefully I can at least use those in battle. That'll help me. 30 to 40 hit points at the end of every turn for 3 turns. Slows the user by 2 moves while the effect lasts. Okay, I can actually afford to lose some moves. I'm fine with that. Okay, let's eat the meat. Nothing else I can really do. I could set Rosqua to actually preserve stuff. Do some witchcraft, preserve some stuff. You know, 4 meat will still spoil, so more preserving. And more witchcrafting from you. Yep, that looks fine. Do it. Everyone is eating. Man, I feel really bad. You're drawn from your path by the flapping of black wings, crows descending to feast on a carrion prize. Beyond the trail and out of view, you find the remains of a hapless traveler. Naked bone, chipped and weathered, is all that is left. Pieces have been scattered by the attention of hungry scavengers, and the darkened soil has drunk most of the fluids otherwise spilled. From what effects and pieces of equipment that have endured, you gather that this was once a merchant. The tattered remains of clothing are colorful and were once of high quality. A search of the nearby area turns up a broken cart that has been stripped of valuables. Alright, search the area. Your search of the area turns up nothing of value or use. Disappointed, you resume your travels. I think that this might go differently if I had a higher perception level. I think then we could find stuff, I guess. I've never had anything else happen with this thing, with that character. Yeah, we get the sharp crucible steel Danax. Wonder if that does more damage now. Or if that's another critical hit chance thingy. Yes, 5% more damage. Perfect. That's what I wanted at all times. Because the critical chance isn't that great for me. Like, that is what I need. I can't pull that apart. I mean, I could give it to Asleifer, but yeah. I don't think he really needs the Danax. Anyone else need anything? Yeah, let's pull that one apart. No one else is using the Danax. I think that's fine. Alright, and I mean, I could give someone that feather charm. You have the Celtic stone block charm. Let's give that to Nefia, so she's going to do more damage to beasts. I think that's fine. Alrighty, so let's save this, and let's actually try to find that druid. Yeah, chop chop. Alright, we're gonna take everyone. Yeah, looking good. Alrighty, save it. How big is the map? Oh, that's actually quite big. Interesting. Alright then. There's some herbs that we can get. I like that. We're actually out of herbs. I mean, we're getting a little bit from our bog, but... Alright, so that's good. Let's just bring that into the old orientation. Travel to the mouth of the ravine. There's something over here. Oh yeah, cross. Gotta pull that one down. We hate Christians. And everyone else in Britannia. That's a dead deer. Dead animal. Actually looks like a horse or something. Alright. Okay, there seem to be some people. Strangers aren't welcome here. You'd best be on your way. We don't want any trouble. You're welcome to pass through, but don't linger. The Highlanders have withdrawn to the edges of their village, huddled together in groups that seem to constitute families. You notice the men have readied weapons, but aren't brandishing them. Yeah, at this point, I just don't care. You'd best help me find what I'm looking for. Trouble's exactly what you get. We don't take kindly to such threats. If you're gonna talk like that, you'd best be willing to back it up. This is hopeless. These people are beyond reach. I'm sure we have good reason to be they have good reason to be suspicious of strangers. It's wise to be cautious. A tall man of strong build, somewhere around 30 years of age, emerges from the forest behind a house and steps into the village. He quickly assesses the situation and raises his hand in a gesture of reconciliation. All right. Let's not all lose our heads for nothing. Go back to your work. I'll handle the strangers. The other men of the village reluctantly return to work while frequently casting suspicious glances your way. The younger man walks up to you. He looks tired. I'm Douglas. Don't mind them. They're just looking out for their families. You seem friendlier than your neighbor. You seem friendlier than your neighbors. Ugh, I like you gone just as much as the rest of them. But I can see from the look of you, the best way to get rid of you is to get you what you're after. So, what are you after? I seek the last of the druids. I'm told he lives here. Druid, eh? We all know what man you mean, though not by such a fancy title. The travelers seek the sorcerer, just as I thought. And you see fit to help? Do you know where cousin is, Dub? Though the other man is clearly Douglas Sr., Dub's reply is hard with admonishment. You sure you want to discuss this in front of strangers? That seems to shut the other man up for the moment. The old hermit lives in a cave down in the ravine. Follow the creek between the mountains and you'll reach him. When you find him, do with him as you please. There's no love lost between the old man and us. Right, okay. Find the cave where the old hermit lives. Oh, we've got people that we can talk to. What are they doing? Hello. A young woman is sitting on a stool, braiding a band for a stone medallion with a Celtic cross pattern. Next to her, a small girl idly braids a few strands of her own hair while watching the work with rapt attention. What are you working on there? The young woman looks up with a start. She clutches her carved stone tightly, unsure what to do. It's a nice talisman. Give it to me. She makes an attempt to hide the fear in her eyes. She looks around, but though you are very closely watched, none beside her and the girl have heard your demand. She'd have to scream to summon help. Go and scream if you want your friends and family to get hurt. Right. She seems to stare through you for a moment, perhaps searching for options. Then, with eyes cast down, she hands you the trinket. I got Lance Cross. Yeah, from her. What did we get? A beautiful, intricate cross pattern carved onto a smooth stone and strung onto a band of braided string. That's actually fairly nice. +5 range damage reduction. I can give that to one of my guys. Who has a low range reduction? I mean, I could use that instead of the hit points. But I kind of like the Thor talisman. Yeah, let's give that to Gunnar. He really doesn't need the morale boost. Right, so I plundered that talisman from those people. Let's also take their hides, because that's how we roll. Anything else? We're going to take this. What about you? Gormlaith Ingen Amdake. You must forgive us for the cold welcome. The lads are naturally suspicious of strangers. If you need supplies before you move on, I've food and herbs to trade. Okay, will your husband not be angry? Oh, Aiden's quick to anger, but just as quick to come out of it. Dub's choice to step in calmed him down. Who's Douglas to you? Why, Dub is the younger brother of my husband, Aiden. He's a good man, that Dub, level-headed, and he always takes good care of his wife and his children. Can you tell me anything about the hermit? She licks her lips and looks at the trees as though suspecting them of conspiracy. I'd rather not talk about him. Who knows how far his sorcerer's powers extend? We all fear that man and his pagan curses. Let's see if we can strike a deal. Okay, yeah, she's actually selling hides. This vendor has preposterous prices. I kind of earned that, I guess. Yeah, we're not going to trade with you. Prices you demand are an offense against common decency. Oh, that's cool that I can actually comment on that. The woman crosses her arms stubbornly. Does this place look like a teeming hub of trade to you? Everything I have, we've made with our own hands. You can take it or leave it. Yeah, or I could just take it away from you. Think about that. Do what the big man with the Dane axe says. The small boy stares with avid fascination at your group of foreign warriors. As soon as your eyes meet his face splits into a huge excited grin. Hey! Do you worship the devil? Child, my gods would annihilate your devil in a fight. That would be really great. I bet your gods couldn't beat our god, though. Our god can see and hear everything that happens. We have a god like that. His name is Heimdall. And he's just one god. We have lots more. That's really weird. You're not supposed to have more than one god. Hey, did you come on a boat? Flew in on a dragon, actually. No, you didn't. Dragons aren't real. An older plump woman bears down on the boy with a severe frown. Alright, now Egan, stop pestering the strangers. Head on back to your mom. She's been looking for you. The boy stands up straight as a spear shaft. Aye, Grandma. The grandmother regards you through narrowed eyes, then turns and waddles back to her stool. Alright, no talking. No talking. I'm just gonna go in that direction. Oh, let me have a look through the camp first. But I think I got everything here that is worth taking. Maybe something else to plunder. Oh yeah, there's actually a crate. Okay, thank you. Ah, some armor padding. Nice. I take it. Nothing else. Right. Okay, let's talk to the hermit. Two boys, one around 15 years of age, the other much younger, are crouched at the edge of the creek. A moment's observation reveals their errand. The older boy is teaching the younger how to tickle fish. The lesson is confined to a purely theoretical level, as the creek is much too shallow for fish. As soon as they become aware of your presence, the boys get on their feet. The older of the two steps in front of his friend and greets you with a hesitant smile. Whoa, never seen people such as you. Are you from Northumbria? Strathclyde? Much farther than that, boy. We're Vikings. The older boy puts a hand on his young friend's shoulder and nudges him forward. Go on, Lugade. Run along back to your dad. The kid walks past you slowly, head bowed in fear. Then he sets off down the path as soon as he's past you. The older boy clears his throat. I'm Cillian. I heard stories of Vikings. To be honest, I've never figured they were true. They make you out to be demons or some such. Is it true your ships look like dragons? That's true. It strikes terror into the hearts of our enemies. Aye, that's right. You're not Christian. They say you worship ancient violent gods that thirst for retribution against the spreading light of Christ. That's right. Our gods will never be defeated by the Christian god. The corners of Cillian's mouth curve upwards. He seems powerfully intrigued. If you don't mind me asking, what are you hoping to find out here? We seek the loss of the druids. We're told he resides in this ravine. I know the man you're speaking of. I'll take you to him if you want. I think he'll be very much interested to meet you. He stands there for a moment, looking you over with a strangely excited air about him. Come on, this way. Right, okay, let's follow the dude. Not sure why he's so eager to help me, but oh well. Oh, and that's the cave. That was quick. Guess I could have found that one myself as well. The air in the cave is surprisingly warm and dry, but whatever supernatural blessing of air circulation is responsible for it has failed to prevent an oppressive stuffiness from settling over the area. Cillian hollers into the cave as you enter, and his words reflect sharply off the irregularly angled walls. Merlin, I brought you visitors. They're not Christians. A coarse voice runs from within the darkness, deep with authority, but uneven with age. Lad, Your kindness will undo us both. I wouldn't have chosen a cave to live in if I wanted to entertain guests. Killian gives you a reassuring smile. He'll settle down when he sees you. Come on. Alright. Merlin. So we're actually meeting Merlin. I'm always here to plunder. Always one for plundering things. Oh, that cave actually goes quite far. Interesting. Take that. Thank you. Anything else over here? Nope. There's more over there, though. Looting and plundering. That's what I live for. Although I got my good axe now. And we're nearly done. Oh, we found the mistletoe. It was said that Loki tricked his blind half-brother Horath into killing Baldur with an arrow made of mistletoe. Baldur's only weakness. Night accuracy penalty halved. That's interesting. Okay, I take it. That'll at least give me some salvage if I'm not going to use it. Although now we don't have to try as hard for a non-cursed version of the axe. What's that? Manure of some description has been spread around the mushrooms. The druid must be farming them. Makes sense. I mean, what are you gonna eat if you live in a cave? Mushrooms seem a very safe bet. The man who waits in the central chamber looks as you might have imagined. A dark grey beard reaches almost to his belt and blends seamlessly into an unassuming wool robe. His eyes judge you with a calculating clarity that makes you feel small despite the situation. And just for a moment you might actually believe that this man could be 1,000 years old. As I thought, your guests carry a legion's worth of steel into my home. Have you no thought for the safety of an old man, Killian? Fool boy! Killian doesn't look particularly troubled by his admonishment. They are Vikings. They worship the old gods. Yes, and if I taught you more about the old gods, you'd know that is no guarantee of kinship. The old man's eyes have never left you, but only now does he address you directly. Well then, Viking, tell me who you are. My name's Thorgrim Ragnarsson. Failed into my hall, Thorgrim Ragnarsson. If I'd expected foreign dignitaries, I would have summoned the servants to tidy up the place. I'm called Meriden Emrys. If you came to speak to the last of the druids, then you have found him. Please, control your disappointment. Why have you sought me out? To take you to Perth, where you serve as religious advisor to the king. The old man waves his hand dismissively and turns his back on you to inspect some mistletoe hanging on a string. It's a fearless gesture. King of this and king that. These kings, they come and go. I owe them no allegiance. My only loyalty is to the faith. It's not so much an offer as a demand, old man. He smirks and something unhinged gleams behind his eyes. Aye? Pray tell, how will your king reward you when you bring back the cold dead corpse of a withered old man? Merlin mocks your accent remarkably well. Here's the last of the druids, your majesty, I swear it. He's not just some sad old codger I killed on the way, on my word. Kettle stifles the laughter and instead snorts like a hog. I like this greybeard. Merton regards you with the implacable way of a man who said all that needs to be said. Tell me about your faith. No, I will not. Christians or nay, you're strangers to me. Is there nothing I can do to convince you to come with me? There is not. If you respect my will, tell your king I'm long dead. Tell him that all that remained of me was an old grave, overgrown with lichen. Killian catches your eye as you turn. He nods subtly towards the mouth of the cave and then sets off in that direction. Alright, I guess we're gonna have the young apprentice as our little helper. Oh, that's something to plunder. Oh, it's actually stealing if I take it. Okay, let's not annoy the 1,000-year-old sorcerer too much. Well, if he doesn't play nice though, I have my ways. Alright, let's see what he has to say. Outside the cave, Cillian almost looks as disappointed as you should feel. Sorry to turned out this way. I was sure you and Merlin would get along. He's always on about Christianity's suppression of the old ways. You wanted to talk? Do you have a way to convince the old man? I cannot convince Merlin of anything. The man's 1,000 years old. He probably made up his mind a century ago. How can I change that? He's not 1,000 years old, son. Such a thing is impossible. I've lived in this place my whole life. Who am I to say? There has to be something we can do. Can't return to Constantine empty-handed. Cillian scratches his nose while he thinks. Listen, I need to catch fireflies for the old man's ritual. If you come along, we can talk on the way. Alright, dude, we're gonna go and catch some fireflies. I could just kill the guy and drag his corpse back to Perth. Which is about the level of problem-solving Thorgrim has adapted in the past. The young boy from earlier is chasing fireflies with a girl about his age. When they see you, they freeze for a moment, then they run in a wide circle past you and back towards the village. Cillian looks worried. Oh, shite! I hope these wee pests don't tell their parents they saw us together. Will they worry I've corrupted your faith? Cillian suddenly looks a lot older. I haven't been entirely honest with my family about Merlin. I know they suspect I visit the old man, but I try to hide it. And every time it comes up, there's a big fight. You have to understand, this isn't a village, it's a homestead. Everyone is related. When you live in a place like this, to break from the fold. Why do your parents hate Merlin so much? Cillian is silent for a time, while he unpacks some jars from his sack. He hands you one and takes a few steps away to catch the nearest insect. With his back turned, it seems easier for him to talk. My parents are dead. They were killed in some stupid feud many years ago. My cousin Douglas and his brothers avenged them. Then he and Maelmur took me in, treated me like a brother. That blasted feud is still on course. It's old as sin, and it'll never end until everyone's dead. That's how things work up here in the Highlands. Yeah, my finesse is really bad. I can try though. I mean, maybe I'm lucky. So how does this involve Merlin? You spend a few moments chasing fireflies around the small clearing. Every time you think you've got one, you find the jar empty. One streaks right past your face and you flail towards it just a moment too late, narrowly missing Gunnar's face with your elbow. That's hilarious. Merlin was here before us. Far as I know, he's always lived in that little cave. And the problem is, everyone's here all Christian, of course. Fervently so. They don't understand Merlin, but he frightens them. You should hear the things they say about him. That he's in league with the devil. That he takes children in the night and sacrifices them to dark powers. No children have ever been lost from the village, mind you. They're just trying to scare the wee ones to stay away from him. Cillian's voice is thick and unsteady now. I always wanted to tell them to just shut up about him. That he's just a nice old man who wants to be left alone. But they don't want to hear it. So we have these fights and... A long moment of silence follows. I swear, sometimes I think if they knew I'd apprenticed myself to Merlin, they'd kill me. Not Derb, but the rest of them. Another firefly disappears somewhere into the moss at your feet. Sounds like a bad situation. You'd be safer in Perth if you come with us. With the perception check. I fail it. Jar at the ready, you kneel in the grass, riddled with fallen needles from the firs, and sweep your hand through it. The insect is nowhere to be seen. Cillian stops to think on it, and the local firefly population breathes a sigh of relief. His jaw already buzzes with half a dozen of them. I'd come, you know, if Merlin would go as well. I've learned much from him, but he still has so much left to teach me. So much wisdom, stories of the old gods, knowledge of the Weald, his rituals. He raises his hand and stares off into the distance, though his sightlines are blocked by firs in every direction. I'll talk to him again. I've never told him how unsafe I feel around my own family. If he sees how much this means to me, he'll go with you. Cillian closes his own jaw. Confused blinks penetrating the thin cloth and hands it to you. Please bring these to Merlin back in the cave. I'll meet you and him at the stones on the peak. I'm going to go and reassure Douglas and Maelmur. Good thing I brought this group of heavily armed warriors. We wouldn't want anything to happen to the fireflies on the way. Catherine has gained morale. He strikes up a genuine laughter. I'm convinced the precious shipment is safe with you. Alright then. So, if you're a Scottish person, I hope you're not offended by my attempted Scottish accent. I'm doing my best, and I gotta sort of overdo it so that it actually is recognizable. All right, let's talk to the old culture. Let's just save it. You find Merlin sitting cross-legged on the edge of his wood platform, slowly roasting some manner of herb above a candle. Behold, the return of the Vikings! I wasn't expecting to see you again, Thorgrim Ragnarsson. Did you eat my apprentice? The boy's much too skinny to eat. You should keep him better fed. Ah, to be completely honest, the boy feeds me these days, not the other way around. He yanks the glass of fireflies out of your hands, oblivious of the rudeness. Ah, you bought the flies. Very good, I can prepare the ritual while we wait for Cillian. What ritual are you planning? Ritual of cleansing, of a sort. It's meant to keep the power flowing strong through the standing stones atop the mountain. Of course, once the stones are cleaned in a spiritual sense, they must be cleaned properly. It's quite tedious, but that's what apprentices are for. Holy cow, the voice that I'm giving him is really, really hurting my voice. What's the purpose of those stones? Well, what do you think? To preserve wisdom. What other purpose could there be? I've done my best to keep the writing current throughout the years. The original symbols were known only to the druids. Who were the druids? Oh, my dear lad, it pains me that you must ask. The druids used to be the rulers of all these lands, and yours too, if I'm not mistaken, which should not be ruled out, mind you. Just a second. They were guardians of the law, of men as well as gods. They presided over the rituals of the divine, and they upheld justice among men. They were the learned and the powerful, the elders of their time that offered counsel to those in need. Why did they disappear? When the Roman Empire conquered us, they spent centuries suppressing the culture of those who came before them. We druids wielded great power here, and the Romans needed us gone so they could rule instead. It is my greatest sorrow that they were successful. Much was lost. Cillian seems too keen to leave his homestead. He raises a bushy eyebrow. Oh, he's never voiced such desires to me, but I know you're right. I can sense it burning in him, right beneath his skin. It's a shame that such a bright lad should live in fear of his own kin. If he wants to come with us, will you let him? Merlin doesn't hesitate for a moment. Oh, that seems... people have appeared. Merlin doesn't hesitate for a moment. Of course, I miss the boy, but a life spent in a cave does not a druid make. When he's seen the world, he can come back and take on my mantle if it suits him. Merlin seems to hear something behind you and cranes his neck to look past you. Seeing nothing, he furrows his eyebrows. Where's the boy? He should have been here by now. A sharp voice echoes through the tunnel, and the harsh reverb exposes undertones of outrage. Sorcerer! You've gone too far! 6 young men and women from the village have gathered between you and the exit. They're all armed and itching for a fight. We were content to leave you in peace as long as you minded your own business, but this consorting with heathen warriors... He raises his axe and levels it directly at the old man, whose face is frozen in surprise. This will not stand! Alright. Isn't this precious? The little children have come out to play. Hey, Dare, do you think I could put an arrow through his head from here? Shouldn't be harder than hunting foxes, eh? Sounds like a wager. If you can't manage the shot, I'll lend you my lucky hare's paw until next Lent. Fine, let's see what your god's protection is worth. Actually, I think I gotta turn up the volume here again. Because I turned that down for the other stuff. I mean, I hope it didn't impede your viewing pleasure too much. So, let's finish these fools. Am I in front? No, I'm way back. That's actually not good. We've got Asleifer, we've got Röskva, and we've got Gunnar. And we've got Murden as well. What can you do? Hello! Holy cow, he has a lot of stuff that he can do. Well, actually, it's not that much. We could poison Kettle's arrows. Oh, Kettle is over here. Crap. Crap, that's not what I want at all. And we've got a dude over there as well. That's not going to be easy. Let's go for the demoralize with Murden. And then what I could do is... I could have Röskva. Throw the grenade in here. Why are you not flammable? You should be. Flammable, flammable. Right, and then I need Kettle. Switch to actually shoot the fire arrow over there. I really don't want him to stand over there though. That's not a good idea. Gotta bring him back. And then let's go for this and hope that the other guys actually die as well. Yep. Okay, that's some fire, which means that this guy can't really come at us now. That's good. And what we'll do is we'll act mostly defensively. We're gonna bring Gunnar up and we're gonna go for the parry here. Where is it? Over here. So that he can basically chill out on that side. We've got myself. I'm just gonna switch. And I'm pretty sure I can take these guys out. Come on, let's go for the stone throw. Yeah, he's harried now. Let's go for it. Either the shield will go down or the person will go down. Yeah, that was a lot of damage. That was a lot of damage. If I move Nefia over here, will I be able to reach that guy? Yeah, I will actually. Nah, it makes more sense to try and take this one out. Yes! Very good.
Fight. Surprised?
Let's bring you up. And let's bring Nefia up further as well. Okay, so their archer is engaged. These guys are burning. The only one that can really do anything is that guy over there. We're gonna bring Asleifer up. Come on, dude. And we're just gonna go for the ready. And that's about it. Let them come. Burn, you titties. Okay, he's in cover. Okay, he resisted the harried. He's going for the demoralization. You're burning, dude, though. I mean... Okay, that didn't help you. I took no damage whatsoever. He's steady, but he's... Okay, yeah, you're down. I like it. Okay, we're gonna remove you. Which is gonna be your end. Goodbye. And then we're gonna have Nefia come up. Come on, I really wouldn't mind a critical hit here. Nope, doesn't happen. Can I hit them? They're in cover. What kind of cover are they in? Well, I can pull them out of cover though, like this. Yeah, so now I have a clean shot actually, which is nice. So let's go for the quick shot. Let's take you out, come on. Oh, come on. I mean, I know you're demoralized, but yeah, okay. Very good. You managed it. You managed it. I have no more complaints. I really don't want to go into the fire. Let's use the sling. Okay, missed it. And you're harried. Let's pull people back a little bit. Another ready. And another parry. I think that's fine. And Murden, some demoralization might not be bad. And we're gonna call it good enough. I mean, I could still come up this direction. But I think that's gonna be fine then. Oh yeah, come at me. You're gonna burn to death. Do you know that? Oh, you actually managed to move past this. Yeah. It doesn't help you though. It doesn't help you. I hope you know that. Don't need anything here. Okay. You're gone. I guess we can just take the burning. I think the burning is fine. Let's just go for the 1-2 and be done with it. 1 and 2. And they're dead. Alright. The last of the young villagers falls, and Murden surveys the carnage with a faintly horrified expression. So it has come to this. His fists clench at his sides. Perhaps it was only a matter of time. I must admit, I never thought they would go this far, but... He stops himself mid-sentence, and his eyes widen. Cillian! You must go to the homestead. My apprentice must be in grave danger. Whatever they're planning, you have to save him. If we save him, will you come with us? We'll both come with you. Just bring Cillian back safe. I'll go meet you atop the mountain. I have to pack my last things. Now go, aid him. Alright then. I think that looks good. I think we're doing well here. We're gonna plunder the people. Some of them are incapacitated, some of them are still alive. And I can actually take that stuff out of this chest. Armor bomb, some valuables. I take it. Thank you. Although I think that the oil thingy is definitely the best for high level armor, for mail armor. Let's take that one as well. Another wool sling and some poison. I think that's fair. But yeah, I think I'm gonna save it here, end the episode. Next time we'll try to rescue Cillian. I've already gone way over time, so I really have to end it here. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like. If you didn't, tell me why in the comments so I can improve. And if you want to see more of the series in the future, please consider subscribing to the channel. I hope you join me next time. Thanks and bye-bye.